I got a special guest. Now, this guest specifically is by special request. Y'all put me up on her. Y'all said I had to get her on a platform. And that honestly, that speaks to a lot because very few times that I actually see people request a certain person. It's certain people that people request, but you was like highly requested.
What they was saying?
They was just like, yo, you got to go on a platform. She dope. Um, you know what I'm saying? They just had a lot of praise for you for some reason, and it was just like you got to pick her brain. So,
Well,
welcome
I'm
to
here. Pick it. I'm in
welcome to
Detroit.
Detroit. You ever been to the D before?
I haven't. This is my first time, so you got
Really?
me somewhere for the first time.
Yeah. Welcome to the D. All right, bet. Well, listen, I got some questions for you. I want to pick your brain. Not the usual stuff, right? I never write anything down, so it's always an opportunity for me to just learn as much as I can about you. I try not to do a lot of research, but I know you're from Tampa.
Yep.
Um, Tampa or Miami? Let's just start off light, and then we're gonna deep dive.
Both of them.
Why? Why?
I
Why?
say because Florida just lit. It's just one of them states that like, we got them cities. You say Tampa or Miami. I say Tampa, Miami, Orlando, Tallahassee,
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
yeah. The people be sleeping on Tampa a little bit. A lot of people not
Yeah,
really familiar with what's happening in Tampa, but it's some hoods in Tampa too, though. So
it
a lot of
is.
people not familiar with it.
People don't know too, and I didn't know for a while. Tampa is that city for credit.
What you
Like
mean?
it's one of them areas where they do a lot of credit seminars. Like a lot of people from all over the United States come together
Yeah.
and they like exchange information and do like seminars on really building credit, how to, everybody on that. That let me get my grown person on, my grown folk.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tampa was the area for that too.
You are very polarizing, but it seemed like women are more willing to hear it from you than they are from a man.
You know what? So many other male influencers that speak on a lot of the topics I talk about, they say that all the time. And
It's
of
true.
course, I ain't no man. I don't know what y'all experience. So when y'all, try to give them that real, or just on your platform, you talk about it, they really just go ham on y'all.
Well, you know what I think it is. I think you got something special about you, and that you just got this relatability, and that you're not trying to give a presentation, but you're just being authentically you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so people can hear that shit. Like when they hear you, when I heard you speak, and I just pay attention because I think that communication is like 90% body language, 10% of what you actually say,
Right.
right? When I see you talk or whatever, like you got passion, you got like it come from a place where it's almost like you drawing it from your past experiences. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So let me ask you a question, right? Before we start the deep dive into the real stuff. Um, do you think that a lot of your past experiences still carry with you today? Because like I seen a clip where you was talking about how a past boyfriend had got killed, right? Do you think that stuff still sticks with you today?
Through lessons, yes. So like my biggest thing is a personal accountability. And in order to be accountable, you got to understand, exactly who you were and what needed to be improved in order to be better and in order to be accountable like for yourself, your life, your mindset, the thoughts you think. So definitely my past experiences, they stick with me just because of the lessons out of them.
Yeah.
I aim to see what can I learn from what I went through rather than being a victim of what I went through.
How do
Now,
you even transition out of the streets though?
let me put it like this.
Because there's a lot of women that they not as lucky as you, right? They probably not even as street savvy as you. They
Right.
not as wise as you, but it's still the same thing as it was in yesteryear, and that I see a lot of them still attracted to. Which you had learned experiences and lessons, but they still attracted to that same thing, right? They attracted to that fast lifestyle. How do they transition out of that?
So you got to be honest with yourself that you are what you attract. So everything you involved in it is on the same frequency as what's going on with you. So when you understand that if I improve myself, I'm gonna outgrow the streets or whatever lifestyle I'm in just because what's in me is now attracting something on a whole different frequency. So it all goes back to like self-worth. For me personally, like, I understand choices, and most people don't understand this, but I understand everything in my life, it was a choice. So, as I got wiser, I understood like, The streets, I chose that. The type of people I dealt with, I chose them. The shit I'm on, I chose that. You know what I'm saying? When you realize that, you just start choosing different by changing your environment, changing what you take in, what you read, what you eat, what you talk about, what you let people say around you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it starts to really manifest in you. So, I came out of it just because I decided to, just to be honest.
But you didn't get addicted to the, maybe not the lifestyle, because a lot of times it's not as glamorous as it's presented on the internet, right? But you didn't get addicted to the idea that you had to let go of some money a little bit before you started to go into this other space. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, no, it's funny you asked that. I'm gonna tell you, I never felt like I'm gonna make less out the streets than I'm gonna make in the streets. I never, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot, I don't know, I can't speak for, most men that be in the streets. I imagine they probably feel like, I'm finna have to struggle a little bit, but I never viewed it like that. Like I understood, because I chased information first. Like before I transitioned into a different version of me, I educated myself. So when I educated myself, on different ways to create multiple streams of income, I looked at it like if the hustle, the discipline about yourself to really focus on getting some bread in any avenue is the key.
Yeah.
Take me out the streets, put me in corporate, I'm finna get me some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you understand stuff like credit, multiple streams of income, budgeting, creating a system for yourself where you are, stacking yourself up above the snot line, the paycheck to paycheck shit, the whole multiple streams of passive income, it don't even feel different.
Yeah. Do you feel like at some point that you're gonna outgrow the city that you grew up in, and that you're gonna have to move away from it?
I already have outgrown it, in the mental and the spiritual realm, if that makes sense. But Florida is one of them states where it's like a vacation all the time. And as far as the scenery,
Yeah,
you
that's
know what I'm
true.
saying, the hotels, the nightlife, all that stuff. So when you say like Tampa, Miami, Tampa got some shit.
It
And
do.
Miami got some
It
shit.
really do.
So I never, in the physical, I never felt like, oh, I got to uproot and leave home because it's lit down there.
Yeah.
But
I
now in the hoods and all of that shit, like hell yeah, you want to get away and all of that. But
cause like I stay down there during the wintertime. I
Mm-hmm.
stay in Miami in the wintertime, but I can't get away from the city, from Detroit.
so you feel rooted.
Yeah, I do. Like I can't get away from it. Like for whatever reason, I'm attached to it. Like a lot of my family didn't move down to Florida and all of that, but I don't know. I just deep rooted. All of my businesses is here. All of my real estate is here. Everything that I got going on is primarily here. Primarily here.
But then that's why, cause you really got, you got some stuff you built,
Yeah.
like you got some generational wealth going.
But I don't. I mean, I don't have to be here though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't travel to every place that I can travel to. You know what I'm saying? And within the United States, obviously you got the overseas stuff, but
Right.
in a general sense, like I can only stay in Miami in the winter.